It was a council, the inquiry said, where children were put in the path of sex offenders, where young people were pawns in a toxic power game, an authority that failed to act against abusers.
What was particularly unusual was the levels of corruption.
Even now, comprehending the scale of what happened in Lambeth is hard.
They were seen as problem children, and they were treated as problems, not as children and as human beings. That's fundamentally what was happening. So while Lambeth is grotesque and worse than others, no one should kid themselves that there weren't aspects of this happening all over the country.
Do you regret not doing more yourself at the time?
We could all shout louder. I think the problem, and what we need to learn, is this was a systemic problem whereby the whole system was rotten. And therefore, when the system's rotten, individual children get dumped in it, and they're treated like third-class citizens, never seen again.
At the time, Lambeth was a local Labour council fighting Tory cuts, and the report said that the focus was more on politics than on protecting children. It said that in the 1980s, politicised behaviour and turmoil came to dominate the culture at Lambeth Council. Bullying, racism and nepotism were found to have thrived in the council in a context of corruption and financial mismanagement. At Angel Road, the report said children were systematically exposed to sexual abuse. Some were younger than 5. The council was criticised too for employing staff it knew posed a risk to children and not acting against known abusers or tackling the brutal, harsh culture in its homes.
In regards to Lambeth Council, the inquiry spent a lot of time and effort to conclude what everyone knew, that they were guilty of failing to protect children. They knew this because Lambeth had paid out over 70 million due to our investigation. In regards to the police, just a whitewash.
These are, of course, historical failings. The report said the council's apology was fulsome, but only recent, and said the true scale of abuse against Lambeth's children will never really be known. Ali Fortescue, Sky News.